What's that? Say it again. Can you hear me back there?
No.
They
Go in your locker, Bill.
Oh no. Well, anyway, whatever happened to that goat, it's really shameful, and they should. Well, we got a lot of aquatic knowledge from that group. We also got a lot of anatomical knowledge about a goat, which we have a really hard time blacking that part out. I gotta tell you. Okay, these are all kind of in-jokes. But anyway, Brenda Austin has become a dear friend of us, both Dianna and myself, and I asked her to say a few words about Dianna.
Welcome everybody, all you theater folks and opera folks and South Enders who have known Dianna a long time. I'm going to read most of this because I keep having trouble losing it. I want to say, Dianna was a person you'd want along on any adventure. My time with her started around 2001 with a Catalina relay. And Billy had put together, we were running 2 teams across simultaneously, and it was a blast. That was the first of many adventures around the world, swimming island to island and here and there. We shared many hotel rooms, many fun swims, shows, dinners, and museum going. And she could be counted on, in fun, but she could also be counted on in a crisis. And she was the kind of person who could be trusted to do, at any time, what was necessary. And I think everybody here in the room who knows her knows that. And that's partly what it is to be maybe in the theater, I don't know, but it is what it is to be a South Ender. And she could do what was necessary, sometimes including telling me I was wrong about something. Imagine 2 know-it-alls spending 2 weeks together on tiny quarters, etc. Every once in a while, in the middle of the trip, we'd kind of go, and then we'd separate for a few minutes and come back together at the end of the day, still good friends. She was up to the plate all the time. I hope a few of you have seen her catching air off the top of the chop in a Zodiac or a rigid inflatable boat. Which some people like to call them ribs, coming off the top of the chop with her hair blowing in the breeze, keeping the swimmers safe, and just, blasting through. Like when we were in the middle of the English Channel, force 5 winds, and for those of you who don't know what force 5 wind is, it's like the flag is out straight, and we were crossing the English Channel. That was another one of Bill's ideas, And so we were doing a relay, and anybody who's ever been on a boat in big water with Dianna knows she gets violently seasick, violently. So she's throwing up the whole time on this boat, but you put that woman in the water, 2 strokes and hurls, and then she's off. And put her in the water, she was great, she was fine, and that day, the waves were just kind of breaking over us and sucking us back underneath them, and then shooting us out the other side. And it was great fun. And, fun isn't always fun. I mean, a couple of times we wondered, right, Megan? Megan was there, one of our premier swimmers. But we had a great time. But when Dianna became ill and needed chemo, she took in what her doctors told her, and she knew she was there to help them rewrite their stats. She said, "Guys, you got it all wrong. We're gonna get through this." And Dianna lived so much longer with pancreatic cancer than most people would ever dream. Pancreatic cancer is one of those cancers you don't want to get, but she did it. She got through it with an incredible amount of grace, tenacity, and she approached it all with the power and the grace few people could ever match. You know, I thank her for many things. I thank her for being my friend, for swimming island to island in various countries, and for teaching me to make Manhattans. She had a life force that vibrated fast and true, and for many of us here today, it's with great sadness that we carry on without her. So Dianna, wherever you are, I know you're listening. We love you.